Welcome to The Daily Grind, a Bluff City Media daily podcast. Stepping up to the microphone is your host, Luke Hatmaker. Grab your favorite morning brew, and let's get to the show.
I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down. Blue higher. That's how hot it feels outside right now. It's too early, and it feels like a damn ring of fire outside. Paris hates it. Yeah. I am your host of the Daily Grind, Luke Hatmaker. Thank you guys for tuning in. Everybody joining us from the house, thank you. And it is Thursday. I got Rusty and I got Parrish with me. How we doing, Parrish? You doing good, brother?
Yep, doing good, man. Kind of glad to be with that basketball. Kind of just like need a break. It's like, you know,
yes,
it's been close to a year, almost straight. Get these good little 2 months off. Kind of just football starting back. So, you know, my actual, I can say football might be slightly my favorite sport over basketball, but they almost even kill. So,
hell yeah,
perfect time.
Yes. How about you, Rusty? You good?
I'm good, man. I went outside. I was talking to my neighbor, and I met his wife for the first time, and she has one leg shorter than the other, and her name is Eileen. Welcome to the Daily Grind.
Eileen. I like that one. Parrish likes that one too.
Shout out to the Eileens out there.
Any Eileens watching? Yeah, I had to listen.
I heard it in a rap song or something. I feel like I heard it in a rap, like in a bar. Somebody did a bar like that. It sounds like.
I was about to say, Parrish, a rapper. I am not. Let's put it that way.
Not you can use it. Poetry, something.
Yeah, poetry. Oh man, Parrish, I'm glad that you mentioned football because that's where I want to start today. It is back, and I don't know. Training camp starts. This is the week where we get to overreact to all these weird training camp videos that we see. I kind of forgot that training camp was already here, and I got really excited. Like, I'm with you, man. It's exciting that football's back, not just professional, but we got college coming back. I know I've got two Titans fans with me here. The Titan Stadium is right up the road from where I live. I wanted to talk to Titans because I also recently just found out. I didn't realize Will Levis had surgery and was going to be missing the whole season until like a couple of days ago. Yeah.
It was the day it was announced. It was like right before training camp, like 22nd or 21st. It was this week.
So let's start there. Parrish, what do you I mean, the outlook on the whole team, we'll get there, but what is your outlook on this quarterback room? Because not that it was the strongest group with Will Levis in it, but now it is. He is the only guy that I recognize in this quarterback room. Cam Ward, that is.
I don't recognize no one pick.
Other than him, they got Brandon Allen and Tim Boyle. I am unfamiliar.
Yeah, Brandon Allen graduated college at like 36 from Oklahoma State.
Jesus. So they're clearly just giving the keys to Cam Ward, I'm assuming.
They were doing that anyway.
Yeah, I like
it. If people are crashing out for Will Levis, losing him as a backup quarterback, we really in a sunken place for real. Because I'm like, he was good to start, so I don't want him as a backup, right? No. Yep. I'm the type don't typically crash out over backups, and it kind of goes back to like Saints analogy with the Grizzlies when you say when Jabba Rank gets hurt, we ain't winning the champion. We ain't got a chance anyway to win like significantly. It's the same thing with the quarterback. I'm like, you lose your starter. I mean, we seen it happen. Nick Foles, sure. But come on now, that's not a norm, right? And the Titans we're not expected to be good anyway. With Cam Ward, so if he goes down, I don't care.
Get another good draft pick next year in a draft that's going to be a bit more loaded as well. Like, it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, when you got Lorenzo Carter, who's retiring right before training camp starts, you got it's basically Cam Ward's team, right? Like the keys are there. He's looked good in drill so far, but 7-on-7 and OTAs and summer camps are like summer league for the NBA, where you're supposed to fall irrationally in love with wild plays that aren't going to matter come this fall. But Cam Ward has looked crisp. His mechanics are good. A lot of people were kind of giving him some heat, Parrish, about what he said about Will Levis when they said, well, what were your thoughts when Will Levis went down? And he was like, I'm focused on Cam Ward. I don't hate that one bit. Like I kind of like that he's focused on himself and getting himself better. But there's always going to be some of those reporters, and the Titans, like the Grizzlies, have a section of negative reporters that like to blow everything up about him not being a great teammate. And to me, that's like, what is he going to do?
I got him. That's why I haven't seen that quote, because I got that guy muted. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Paul, name is, yeah. But like, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna cry? Oh, my competition got hurt. I'm so sad. No, man, he's focused on Cam Ward getting better, becoming a professional, leading this franchise into a 4-win at 5-win season at the most. But still, he's looking to lead this franchise.
Well, that kind of goes into my next question. Is that where you see the season capping out at, Rusty? Do you see it as like 5 wins max? Do you think they can string more than that together?
I mean, there are some pieces, right, that are pretty good. That Tony Pollard's coming back. You know, there's some big hype around Chingy, but there's hype around Chingy at tight end every year, and then he pulls a Kyle Pitts and just disappoints everybody. Defense is going to be okay. I don't like that Snead's on the PUP to start the fall camp. I think he'll come back. But yeah, this team is just not good. Like there's parts that are good. Jeff Simmons is obviously a monster in the middle, Hail State. But there's just not enough pieces to the whole to make this team good. I don't think we're going to be the worst team in football again next year like we were last year, but the playoffs are still a couple of seasons away.
Yeah, they might get lucky. The division, they might not be the worst team in football, but the division may be the worst division in football. It's not great. I mean, who's Jacksonville?
Houston's going to be really good.
That's what gets them a chance
really good.
The division.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because even with Houston could have got last year. It's still like they won the division by default. So it's like, like with me, I think the Titans, their ceiling is a little higher. And the only reason I say that, it's just a lot of questions. Kind of like, and going back referencing the Grizzlies, we got a lot of questions at the wings with the young guys. Same thing with Titans. We got some young receivers that if they step up, the offensive line, that remake of the offensive line, if that works. It's like a lot of things that stuff do come together. And Cam Ward is the player we think he is. Or quarterback changed the dynamic. Absolutely. The Titans weren't good last year, but they lost like 8 games under 10 points, so within one possession. You win 4 of them, they have 7 wins instead of 3, right? So they're just like that. That's how the NFL goes. So it's like if Cam Ward is the guy we think he is, and if he just shows anything his rookie year, don't throw a dumb pick 6, fumble the ball to goal line, you can get like 2 extra wins just off of that.
And the defense wasn't bad last year. Like it kept us in a lot of games. And so the defense, if the defense is even a shell of what it was last year, there's some missing pieces and changes there. If it's a shell of what it was last year, on paper, this offensive line is better than last year. It's got some more experience. Skoronski, these guys have got some plays under the belt. So I think it's a little bit better. And like you said, Parrish, like a quarterback can change a whole room. You get a winner in there, like a Tom Brady or a Peyton Manning, that can change franchises. I'm not saying that's who Cam Ward's going to be, but if he's like, it doesn't take much to be better than Mayo Boy. And if he's better than Mayo Boy, a leader, and makes those around him better, I mean, then like 6-7 wins is not outside the realm of possibility simply because of how bad our division is. But until we're back competing for playoff spots like we were a few years ago with Ryan Tannehill, I think it's still going to be some time. But there are ways that it could break in our favor this year. It's going to be tough.
And I'll say what else I want to add on was to Cam Ward, like Will Levis dynamic. My main thing with Will Levis was it's a confidence thing. Cam Ward don't lack confidence for nothing. So it's like when Will Levis make those boneheaded plays, I've seen he's not the only quarterback to make the dumb plays. Like I've seen Pat Mahomes make dumb plays, but those quarterbacks come back from it. Like I see Baker Mayfield last year, he'll have a 3-pick, 3-interception game, but he also had 4 touchdowns in that same game. So that means he threw the pick. Next possession, I'm coming back to 1 touchdown. Well, Levis throw 2 picks, no touchdowns. 1 touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta if you do that, okay, cool, but you gotta make up for the mistake. That's gonna happen. So Cam Ward is that type, like he throw a pick, he has like short term, like, all right, cool, I'm coming back, I'm coming at you.
All Will Levis would do is give you a quality internet meme after he made a mistake, where he would grab his helmet, or he'd make the face on the sideline, or he'd slam the ground. Like I'm not going to miss Will Levis as a quarterback, and I'm not going to miss being the laughing stock in the NFL because of the memes. But I will miss the
wasn't
memes.
entertaining.
I will miss the
It was
entertainment.
entertaining. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. For a bad season, that was entertaining for me. I did like that.
Like
I think it was
6 or 7 weeks in a row, we got a quality internet meme. It was wild.
Man, I knew we were in for it
Laughing
when they lost to the Bears in week 1, when my Bears beat them on that like backwards pass that he threw like 10 yards the opposite way.
I
and
knew
then,
the season was over at that
Yep.
point.
Right,
he was
then.
on his knees like
at that point. I'm like, when's baseball season? It's over.
I said, when is media day for the Grizzlies? I said, yep.
when
know
is
this
media
season
day? The last thing about football before we start talking basketball. We're fans of the sport, but we also, I partake in fantasy. I know Rusty does. Are you a fantasy guy? Are there any fantasy dudes on this Titans team that you are interested in? I had Tony Pollard, I think last season or 2 seasons ago. Other than him,
Calvin Ridley.
I think Calvin Ridley
if he gets time. If Cam Ward gets time behind that offensive line, Calvin really got a shot to be good.
Is it Tyler Boyd too? Like Tyler Boyd is going to be that slot receiver that could be. We got him from Cincinnati.
Tyler Boyd's gone.
Who was
we
it?
got Tyler Lockett.
Tyler Lockett.
Thank you, Tyler Lockett. Thank you. I was like, I know we got a Tyler. So Tyler Lockett's going to be kind of that slot guy that can be like a dump off valve for Cam Ward, especially as he's processing the offense. He could be another one to look out for just because of check downs and volume from a rookie quarterback. Anytime, Luke, there's a rookie quarterback, you value slot receivers and tight ends because they're big targets, they're safe targets, and so those would be 2. And then Chingy on the Titans is who I'd look for.
Yep. Edward, as a Packers fan, he appreciates those Levis interceptions.
I do kind of. I guess I gotta plug myself. I do got an announcement. I'm now a contributor at Titans Sized on the fan side.
Yeah.
So my first article should be releasing sometime today about a certain Titans player that's still on the roster that they trying to hype about again, Traylon Burks.
Oh. Spoiler alert.
He's supposed to be the next AJ Brown. We're gonna give you AJ Brown production on a cheaper contract. Bull, you know what? No, like that moment when Vrabes turned around and walked out of the war room, like that's when our franchise
that was the real
that moment.
Yep.
But now it crumbled at that last interception. Had it hit through consistent. It was even there.
I was at a bar with a buddy in Charleston, South Carolina when that happened, and like there was a handful of Bengals fans in there, and they went nuts. And I was like, Josh, let's tab out. We're out, man.
It started there.
I gotta go.
It started there. That was the end of the Super Bowl run. Then that AJ Brown trade was the end of our playoff kind of.
I didn't mean to end on a sour note talking about them.
That's what my article is on the sour note.
There we go.
They trying to hype him up again. And I was like, hold on.
Hold on.
I've seen this.
Not again.
He's a wide receiver who can't catch / stay healthy, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Damn.
Got to prove you wrong, dog. I got to see it. No,
that's it.
Guys, I'm excited, dude. Congratulations, Paris.
That's awesome, man. Cheers, man.
Yeah. We could probably have a whole episode about football, but we are going to take a really quick break, and then we do have to talk basketball a little bit. We're going to take a quick break, come back, keep grading the off seasons. Some of these teams are going to the Southwest, going bing, bing, bing around the league. We will be back right. Yeah, there you go. Right. It is right after this.
Choking and token. The Mid-South's first cannabis-themed jiu-jitsu tournament.
August 16th at Midtown Krav Maga and Jiu-Jitsu.
At 1 p.m. 21 plus to compete or consume.
Consumption not required.
Ounce of Hope is licensed by the state of Tennessee. This is all 100% legal hemp products. Everything's good to go.
We'll have gi divisions.
No gi divisions.
Madison bracket, guaranteeing 4 matches per division, plus an absolute winner.
Each fighter receives an Ounce of Hope gift bag, and there's prizes for every winner.
Check out the link below to sign up.
You know, you talk to a lot of these athletes who are fresh out of high school, fresh out of college, you immediately get the sense of like who has had some media training and who has not, and maybe whose parents are a little bit more involved and who are not. And I will say with Cedric Coward, you get the sense that you're talking to like a CEO, very much knows who he is, very much understands sides of the game that I feel like it takes other folks maybe 2, 3 years to kind of figure out. For any organization, athletes or, athletic organizations notwithstanding, I think you want somebody to come into your organization, kind of understand what you're about, and present themselves in a very professional and put together manner. And that's what I got from him.
Yeah,
that's bad news for us because professional and put together is
that ain't Memphis, right? That's not the Memphis vibe, right?
Tune in to the $2 Sports Show with Rusty Witten and Drew Gann every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday live at 11 a.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel. In the heart of the Highland Strip for 27 years, Trilogy Tattoo has helped tell stories for Memphians for generations. Located at 530 South Highland, Richie and his team are waiting to help you tell yours.
From tattoos to piercings, your body art should be as unique as you are. Voted a Memphis Flyer top 3 tattoo shop in the city of Memphis since day one. Your story will be safe here at Trilogy Tattoo.
Open 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday, 11 to 11, and 3 to 11 on Sundays. They have convenient times waiting on you. Let Trilogy Tattoo help you tell your story.
And we're back in the kind of dream. That's what it reminds me of. Yeah. Welcome back to the Daily Grind. And check out this code below. Promo code Bluff City at ounceofhope.com. Got this little QR code. You can scan it. It will take you right there. They're great. Going to be sponsoring Token and Choke. I got it backwards. Choking and Token. Token and Choking.
There you
go. Boom.
Yeah.
August 16th. Going to be great. I think I'm going to be there. I think Rusty's going to be there. Come roll up. It's going to be fun. Hopefully it's not a bajillion degrees outside. Are they fighting outside? I don't even know.
Thankfully it's inside. They've got 2 big air conditioned rooms. We'll be inside, out of the heat, hanging out, watching dudes get folded like a cheap suit. I will not be one of them. I'll just be there for the token part, not the choking part.
Yep.
But y'all can hang out. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Heck yeah, I'm excited. Another thing that I would be excited about, maybe this is a bad transition. If I was an Atlanta Hawks fan, I would be excited. We have been, because there's nothing going on. It's the dog days of summer. We are trying to find stuff to talk about. And so we have been grading the off seasons of the teams not named the Grizzlies. We did the Southwest Division yesterday, hit all the other teams in our division. Today, we're going to bop over to the Southeast, starting with the Atlanta Hawks. So the Atlanta Hawks, this was what their offseason looked like. Well, here's their starting 5. I can get my damn picture to load. There we go. Their new starting 5 is Trae Young, Dyson Daniels, Zachary Richeche, Jalen Johnson, Kristaps Porzingis. Then they have ex-Grizzly Luke Kennard, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, some guy I've never heard of, Vit Krejci. I don't know who that is. Kobe Bufkin, Okongwu, Asa Newell. They're only at $180 million in projected salary. So they are still under the first apron. Pretty solid additions. I don't know. I like what they did. I liked them last year. I think they're only going to be better. I mean, granted, I guess a lot of this does depend on if Kristaps Porzingis is free of whatever sickness, flu that he had that was killing him or whatever. But if he can stay healthy, this is a good roster. But
that's what you take if off. You could take if off of that. When has he stayed healthy?
You're right. You're right.
He's been hurt. He's been anything but a consistent basketball player. But again, Luke, like we talked about yesterday, this is one of those teams on paper that's really, really good, right? Like I like what they've done. They've got defense. They've got offense. They got Trae Young. I think Dyson Daniels is going to be a great player in this league. And then they picked up No is interesting. Nikhil Alexander Walker, is he going to start for Atlanta? Is he going to come off the bench? Also, is he going to be able to be the same player? He's one of those guys, like, I think he's good, and I think he'll be good in Atlanta. But is he a system guy that just kind of flourished in Minnesota, right? I think he's going to be good in Atlanta. A lot of question marks around this team still, but I think they've done a really, really good job this offseason in rebuilding. They're taking full advantage of the East being wide open and being down.
Yeah. They did good this offseason. I would say they do seem a bit small, especially knowing that Porzingis isn't healthy. If you start in Ricochet and Jalen Johnson, both of them I like, especially Jalen Johnson. I like both of them names.
Yeah.
But both of them starting at the 3 and the 4. Now one of them are true. Like, you go against like a team with a power forward, because the big mans are coming back in the NBA these days. And it happened that small of a stature. They're both 6'8", so they got the height, but like, muscle.
Not big.
To really bang power forwards, and Porzingis gets hurt, like he probably will be. I guess you got a Konku that they believe in him. They kind of seem a little short up front. And the backup, I don't know any of the backups, so maybe I will learn about these other guys that you named during the season. I mean, those guys I don't know. That wing and backcourt, that's it. It's the front court down. Like,
they're just small. I mean, they've got David Roddy listed as a power forward here, one of Drew's all-time favorite players of all time. But they don't have a lot of size. I mean, their biggest guys are Capella 6'10", Guive is 6'11".
Capella's gone.
Oh, that's right. Capella's gone. So, like, this is a basketball reference. It's old. And they got rid of Larry Nance Jr. too, so they don't have a lot of height. They don't have a lot of thickness, like you said. Like, they've got Porzingis, who's an athletic big, but who they got that's going to go up against the big lug centers? And there are some, especially in their new division, or in their division in the Eastern Conference, right? You've got some big guys. You lost Yang. You're going to have to face him in Boston. I just don't know that they've got enough beef to keep up. Again, I like what they've done. I like the direction they've headed. I just don't know that they're still just some question marks.
Yeah, I would say they're relying on a lot of stuff to hit. Like, they need a lot of things to go right. Like we've been talking about as we've been grading these teams in a vacuum, a lot of these teams would do really well, but that's not where the NBA takes place. I mean, they did surround Luke Kennard, a guy with no he's not going to have to worry about playing defense if he's surrounded by Nah and Dyson Daniels, which is nice. I feel like they built their top 7 or 8 really well, but it's like you said, Parrish, after that, it's like a lot of rookies that they're relying on, a lot of unknowns.
It's most of the bigs, because it's like Ace and Newell. Is he? I see Edwards talking about him. Is he?
He's supposed to be good.
More of a wing. I know he's 16.
Yeah.
Wait, is he a tweener? I think it's just like they need more like
bigs.
With Porzingis' injury history, they definitely need more. They need somebody else.
That's
they got rid of 2.
They're sitting on the wings. They're good. They're really good. That's a deep wing. I like their collection of wings, and that's a really good rotation of players. It's just you go against a team. I guess when I'm thinking about the East, though, what team would just really hurt them down?
Beat up on them down low.
Yeah. So it might be okay.
I mean, Boston again's gotten Yang, but that's about it. I mean, the Magic have got Wendell Carter Jr., who's a bit beefy, but he's not super big.
They might be okay.
Detroit's going to give everybody problems, man. Just because they're just scrappy. They're tough from top to bottom. But I mean, again,
right now, Cat shooting
out.
So they might be okay. They might be taking too much.
Charlie Anthony.
Man, the East have no bigs. This is one exercise. It's like, Jesus, there are no bigs.
Jalen
Duren.
I mean, Jalen Duren. You got, Luka Garza, I guess, down in Orlando. But Gogo Badazzi, like these big guys that are going to be playing a ton. The East might be your run and gun type offense, right? Where they're just running up and down the court, just hooping. And then you got some guys in the West that are going to slow it down with the Zubac and Jokic and Zach Edey's of the world. But again, the Hawks don't lack shooting. Like their backcourt. With
Cleveland. That's it.
Cleveland would get it.
Yeah, that's it.
But everything's based on
Turner in
matchups
Milwaukee.
anyway. Miles Turner is a shooting big. He kind of.
I guess that's fair.
I'm talking about bigs that would actually be down low and do something.
So I'm gonna give them a B. I'll give Atlanta a B.
Yeah, that's solid. I think a B's a good grade. Yeah,
if healthy, B.
Mm-hmm.
If healthy,
because they took advantage of a wide open. Yeah. because they took advantage of a wide open East. They added shooting and scoring that they needed. Azanul, I think, is going to be good out of Georgia. The playing in the post for them. It just is Luke Kennard going to shoot for Atlanta, right? Is he going to come out and do what he did for Memphis and protect his percentage, or is he going to actually shoot? And then Dyson Daniels just continuing to develop his offensive game, because we know he's a menace defensively. But I think B is a really good grade for this team.
Yeah. And which is, I mean, and then East that wasn't great. B's fine. Let's go to another team, the Hornets. Buzz.
Summer League champs.
Summer League. That's right. Hang the banner. Summer League champions. Here's what their offseason included. They re-signed Trey Mann to a 3-year deal. They added Pat Connaughton, Spencer Dinwiddie, Mason Plumlee, and Colin Sexton. I like Colin Sexton. They lost Micic, Yusuf Nurkic, Josh Okogie, and Mark Williams. And who were their rookies? I just had this pulled up. They added Conka Nipple. They added the three rookies.
Liam McNeely,
and then some other dude.
Yeah.
So then they've got LaMelo Ball. They've got Miles Bridges. They've got. I mean, I don't hate the direction the Charlotte team is going, but it's another team that just really kind of depends on Melo. Like grading, projecting their season is different than grading the offseason they had. If we're just grading this offseason, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if any of these offseason moves, I'm like, oh, that's a needle mover. I personally, I mean, like Pat Connaughton, other than the Colin Sexton deal, I've always liked Colin Sexton on the Jazz. I wish they would have traded him a long time ago. But otherwise, I just think that this team is they still got Brandon Miller. That's important. I just think this. Yeah, what you got?
A lot of wings.
A lot of wings.
It's kind of the same thing as Atlanta. Like, who's that big? Like, I'll try. Like these are a lot of like threes playing fours. Like, it's. I mean, I guess they can work it out. Are they gonna play defense finally? Well, they got Conka Nipple and what's my guy say? Which guy just said? Kenny just said Sion James.
Yep.
In the draft as well.
Yeah, and
like
Carl Brenner's like
Will LaMelo start playing defense. We'll
that's the thing.
They need defense.
They need defense.
They don't play defense.
I think they're going to be better than people think. I think they've added a lot of shooting. They've added some offense, but defense is absolutely the question mark. They've only got one person who's over 7 foot, and that's that Carl Brenner. Mason Plumlee 6'10". Like, they got some size. They got some decent. But this team's going to score with anybody. It's just like they're going to have to win games like 140 to 138, right? It's going to be some high-scoring contests. Again, they're not going to be great, but the Eastern Conference is down. Why not take a run with some young guys, see what you got? Conka Nipple's a bucket. Liam McNeely can score. Again, this team's not going to be great, but I don't know that they're going to be as bad as everybody thinks they are.
It wasn't, if the goal is – which I guess it has to be. If the goal is for the Charlotte Hornets to build a team around LaMelo, which I guess they have to unless they trade him, they're doing a fine job towards that. It's just, is that going to translate to defense? I don't know. They are young. Kenny brings up a good point. They're young. I like their coach.
They've been young for 5 years.
Young, because they just keep tanking and being terrible. But I do like the idea of like a two-headed monster with LaMelo and Colin Sexton.
Yeah.
Like that's a two-headed monster of energy, playmaking, and can get you some buckets. If they can figure out how to make that 1-2 combination work, because they both kind of play similarly, they both need the ball to create. Again, they've been young forever because they tank every year and they don't know how to win. They might just be a fun team to watch that's just going to be spicy. Like, I don't know that they're going to go win a ton of games, but they just might be spicy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's fair.
When LaMelo's been healthy, they've been there.
They are spicy when Melo is healthy.
They've been scoring the last couple of years. It's been like 140, 130 again. It's been like that the last couple when Melo's been healthy. When he's been hurt, they just been straight, trash. And Brandon Miller missed a lot of last season as well. So
I mean,
it really kind of depends on Brandon Miller taking that. If he becomes that, takes that next step, becomes his idol, Paul George. Yeah, in Paul George's best days, that guy, that could be something. But it take that. They need Brandon Miller to be the best guy, not LaMelo, essentially.
Yep, and they're talking about it in the comments. It's like I think we're all in agreement. Like if Brandon Miller is the guy that takes that leap and becomes the dude on this team, they're going to be set. They really, really
They're going to be tough. They're going to be tough, man. Because Brandon Miller's a bucket, and if he can just continue to develop that game, he missed a lot of time last year, but continue to develop a mid-range because we know he can shoot the three. He can get to the rim, but he can continue to work on that mid-range. Like Brandon Miller can really be like a really, really incredible player in this league.
Yep.
He's a prototype. He's big. He can shoot. He's very athletic. Like he's like Pear says, great. His idol being Paul George is great because he's like a Paul George light.
Yeah,
hopefully he has better luck with injuries than Paul George did because again, he's the prototypical wing NBA player. Let's just see if he can continue to develop.
Yep. I'm with you. I mean, I don't know. It's tough. I don't want to give him an incomplete because I just want to see how it turns out. But I'm giving him a B. We'll give 2 Bs in a row. I'm
Say
fine with
B
that.
minus. Yeah,
B minus.
B minus.
B minus. You're in the education system, Paris. Come on, give it. B.
Yeah, I'm with King Meek style. I'm gonna give them
be terrible.
C minus.
I give him a C plus, man.
There we go. For effort.
There we go.
That's all we ask.
Yeah, there we go.
They did something.
I had to see it before I believe this.
I get it.
Fair.
I get it.
Now let's end the show talking about everybody's favorite team in the league, the Washington Wizards.
They actually had a pretty good offseason. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, they've got Bub Carrington, CJ McCollum, Chris Middleton, Bial Koulibaly, Alex Sarr, AJ Johnson, Trey Johnson, Corey Kispert, Keyshawn George, Cam Whitmore, Justin Champagnie, Kelly Olynyk. Well, no, Kelly Olynyk's gone, and they got Rashawn Holmes.
I think Kenny low-key becoming a Charlotte fan, bro. He really
so.
going in.
He going in on the comments. Like they're gonna be okay, Kenny. They're not gonna be good, but they're gonna be okay.
I mean, they're
gonna be better than the Wizards, probably.
Yeah,
They're probably gonna be better than the Wizards.
There's gonna be schools in Memphis that are gonna be better than the Wizards.
Team. Oh, I don't know the Wizards. The Wizards team. I'm thinking not just like y'all saying with Charlotte. I don't think they're gonna actually be good. I think it'd be better than Charlotte.
Oh, you think?
Well, okay, like the Washington Wizards. We're not talking about the Commanders. We're talking about the Wizards.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about 2 bad teams that's gonna get like
that's true.
Wins. I mean, that's fair. I'm not saying they're gonna win.
Fair. We are apples and oranges. Good teams, bad. These are both bad teams.
Hey, this right here. Kenny, I was gonna give you credit, and you're gonna say something about me saying talk about Tim Duncan. Trey Johnson is.
You didn't.
Trey Johnson is a bucket, man. He's an absolute bucket. Like he's dynamic. Like he's gonna be. Trey Johnson's gonna be really good, really, really good.
You know what separates? My bad for cutting you off, Rusty.
No, you're good.
You know what separates them from Charlotte? They got it depends on the remainder. If Chris Chris Middleton, CJ McCollum remains there. I just think having the vets with those young guys, that's what you need. Yeah. You need to. These teams just point straight all 20-year-olds on the team and no vets. Charlotte, who is that? I don't know. They got, I guess, Colin Sexton, but he's still young. I guess he considered that vet now.
Shoot, a vet coming from the Jazz is not the same vet as like you want to talk about the two textbook definition of veterans in the NBA. Chris Middleton, CJ McCollum, like those dudes are. You're right. Parrish just talked me into it. I'm on the Parrish's side now. I think the Wizards are going to be better than the Hornets. You talked me into it live.
I'm excited to see what Cam Whitmore can do on this team.
Yes,
like Cam Whitmore is going to be like he's going to turn loose. Like, can he be that bucket? And I also want to clarify. I never said Tim Duncan was terrible. I said I hate him as a human. I said I don't like him as a person. Like he's terrible out there. Thinks he never commits a foul. Thinks he never does anything wrong. I said he's one of the best power forwards in the history of the game. Doesn't mean I gotta like the guy.
That's what he said. He did say that.
I said he's a buck. I say he's a great player, but doesn't mean I gotta like the guy. I said we should build a statue. They should build a statue of him outside of San Antonio doing this. Because that's what he did after every single play. Every single play. But back to the matters at hand.
Who doesn't?
He was just
LeBron should have the same statue.
So complaining, man. Such a complainer. Anyway,
Cam Whitmore. I did like LeBron, to be fair. So
yeah, Cam Whitmore's gonna be a bucket for this Wizards team. I'm excited to see what he can do when he's not buried on a depth chart and kind of turn loose a little bit with that leadership. I like Cam Whitmore a lot. I think he'll be a good player for Washington.
I am going to stick with a theme here and just give him a B.
That got rid of Jordan Poole. That's an A. That's
what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's not a bad B plus. You get rid of Jordan Poole. That's not a bad B plus time.
Fair.
B+.
Fair.
They got rid of Jordan Poole.
Solid.
Dog.
Solid.
They
B+.
did.
Beast.
B+.
B plus. Get a stamp of approval. Got rid of Jordan Poole.
B+.
B plus.
That was
I should have led with that. You're right. You know what? Where's my? I don't have an outline, but there. That's if I had an outline. There it is. They traded Jordan Poole. A+.
The new around the horn right here. I'm like
The new around the horn. Oh God, that's gonna do it for our show today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for hanging out in the South. We're gonna do the Florida teams tomorrow. Fun. Actually, the Magic will be fun to talk about. The Heat. That's another story.
I got something. I'll tell you off there.
Excited for that. Yes. Y'all have a good day today. If we can leave you with anything today, remember these two things. Remember to be a little bit weird. Remember to smile. Smile. There it is. Bye, guys. Have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow.